Hi students, after the discussion of ionization enthalpy, let us now try to understand what is electron gain enthalpy. So I'm going to discuss electron gain enthalpy. Now electron gain enthalpy is denoted with delta EGH. Delta EGH, denotion of electron gain enthalpy. Now as you have learned from ionization enthalpy, it's the amount of heat required to remove the loosely bonded electron from an isolated gaseous atom, and that is an endothermic process where the heat is absorbed by an atom and the electron is removed. That was the removal of electron and conversion of a neutral atom into an cation. So a neutral atom can convert into an cation in the similar manner. A neutral atom can also get converted into an anion by accepting a electron. So when you add an electron, or when the electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom, at that time, the change in energy of the system is called as electron gain enthalpy. So electron gain enthalpy, that is delta EGH, is when in an isolated gaseous atom, you add an electron. So when you add an electron, it gets converted into an anion. And at this time, the change in heat content or the change in energy of a system is called as electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so electron gain enthalpy is defined as the enthalpy change taking place when an isolated gaseous atom accepts an electron and converts into a mono gaseous anion. That is electron gain enthalpy. Now, what is the sign convention for electron gain enthalpy? Now, when this electron is added to a system, atomic system, this electron is a free electron. So, free electron will always have a greater energy as compared to a bonded electron. So, let's try to understand this. Okay, suppose we consider an atom. Okay, this is the electron present in an atom. This is the nucleus. So this electron is bonded to the nucleus by electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, जो हम लोगों ने we have learned this in structure of atom, the Coulombic force between the electron and the nucleus. So this electron is a bonded electron, and when you add an electron, a free electron, into a bonded system, so you need to understand, okay, here there are two types of electron, one electron which is already bonded and one electron which is free. So we are going to study about the energy chain when a free electron enters into an isolated gaseous atom. So I want to say that a free electron will always have a greater energy as compared to a bonded electrons. For example, okay, I'll give you a very simple example to understand. When we stay at home with our parents, in front of our parents, our energy is bonded. But when we are with the friends, the energy is more, because at that time we are free, we're enjoying. So a free electron will always have a greater energy as compared to bonded electrons. So when free electron try to enter into an atom, it has to reduce its energy. It has to equalize its energy with respect to bonded electron. तो वो अपनी excess energy क्या करता है? Release कर देता है. It releases. So we can say that it's an energy chain when an isolated electrons enter into a, when an electron, free electron enters into an isolated gaseous atom. Okay, so suppose this bonded electron has an energy of 1 joule, suppose. Okay, or electron volt minus, suppose 3.4 electron volt. 13 point, suppose मैं एक value लिख रहा हूँ, 13.6 electron volt की energy. Okay, and when this electron wants to enter into it, suppose this electron की energy है extra, that is 14.6 electron volt. So if this electron wants to enter into an atom, it has to equalize its energy with this electron. So this electron has an energy of 13.6 electron volt. Now if this electron wants to enter into it, it has to give out its 1 electron volt. So when it give out its 1 electron volt energy, what will happen per atom? If it gives out this, its energy get converted into 13.6. and 13.6 is nothing but the bonded electron energy. So if this electron wants to enter into an atom, it has to lose this energy, and 1 electron volt can be converted into in kilojoules, if you remember that, 96.49 kilojoules. So we can say that when an electron enter into an isolated gaseous atom, a certain amount of energy is released. So therefore, for release, we write down it as with minus. And if you write in kilojoules, so suppose -1 kilojoule. So this is the value of electron gain enthalpy. Okay. So electron gain enthalpy is basically an exothermic phenomena. Okay, it can be endothermic, I'll explain that wo kab hoga, but mostly it is exothermic, where the amount of energy is what given out. Okay, it is lost by the system, therefore we write down -1 kilojoule is lost. So simple hai, a free electron want to enter into a bonded atom, it has to have its energy equal to the bonded electron, so the extra energy is released. That's one thing. Secondly, there are suppose two kind of atom, one with a smaller size and one with a greater size, and this is the free electron. What do you think? This free electron, from free electron, if you want to enter into an atom, it require this force of attraction, the effective nuclear charge from the nucleus, क्योंकि जब तक कि nucleus इसको hold करके नहीं रखेगा, वो enter कैसा करेगा? So this is a smaller atom and this is a larger atom. This is small in size, this is large in size. Electron wants to enter into the outer shell of both the atom. So think about it. If electron wants to enter into the outer shell of both the atoms, in which case it can enter easily. In a smaller atom, it can enter into a larger atom. So in case of a smaller atom, if the electron come close to the shell, it will experience some kind of a force of attraction, because normally the smaller atoms will have a greater force of attraction, because here the electrons will be close to nucleus. But if the electron come close to the outer shell of the larger atom, so here the nuclear force of attraction is comparatively less. So if the nuclear force of attraction is comparatively less, since it is far away, secondly, you have studied with respect to the atomic size, as you go from left to right of the periodic table, the size decreases because effective nuclear charge increases. It indicates that smaller atom always have a greater effective nuclear charge as compared to a larger atom. So when we compare a smaller atom with a larger atom, the smaller atom can pull this electron, or the electron can enter easily into a smaller atom as compared to larger atom. And where the electron enters easily, it will release out more energy. Okay, you have to remember this. जहां पर वो जल्दी एंटर करेगा, ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होगा. Why? See properly. Energy release हो रहा है. Yes. Why? Because smaller atom will have a greater impact on the electron with respect to the effective nuclear charge, the force of attraction, as compared to the larger atom. So where the electron enters easily, it will release more energy. You need to remember this. So suppose electron के पास में है 200 kilojoules का energy है. Suppose ये electron enter कर रहा है यहाँ पर in a smaller atom very easily. तो this electrons to enter into a smaller atom, अगर वो smaller atom में enter कर रहा है, तो suppose out of 200, 50 kilojoules of energy is used up to enter into this. So remaining कितना हुआ? 150 kilojoules जो वो release करेगा. ये इलेक्ट्रॉन जब यहाँ एंटर कर रहा है आउटर शेल में, इन केस ऑफ अ लार्जर एटम, सपोज इट इज यूजिंग 100 kilojoules of energy. So out of 200, 100 is used to enter into this shell. So how much energy will be released now? 100 kilojoules is released. So see, whether electron enters into a smaller atom or an atom where the electron enters easily will give out more energy. जहां पर वो easily जाएगा उसमें ज्यादा energy release करेगा, जहां पर difficulty से जाएगा वहां पर कम energy release करेगा, because वो अपनी energy use करेगा to get into that. So you have to remember this thing कि the electron gain enthalpy is inversely proportional to size, because when you talk about the electron gain enthalpy with respect to size of the atom, smaller size atom will have a greater protonic pull, that is greater effective nuclear charge, therefore electron can enter into it easily. If electron enters into it easily, more amount of energy will be released, matlab more negative value of delta EGH, more negative value of delta EGH, matlab more amount of energy will be released when an electron enters into an isolated gaseous atom with a smaller size. So we can write down here for electron gain enthalpy. Okay, electron gain enthalpy is with respect to an isolated gaseous atom. A free electron enters into an isolated gaseous atom. It converts it into an anion. At this time, delta EGH will be negative mostly. Matlab this enthalpy change is mostly negative. I will explain you where it becomes positive. The energy is released. Okay. And you have to remember that delta EGH. Now, for example, I'll give you some examples where you can delta EGH is negative. For example, the electron enters into an chlorine. So this is a chlorine ka isolated gaseous atom. Electron is entering into it. So here, delta, it converts into an chloride in gaseous state. So here, the delta EGH value will be minus 349 kilojoules per mole. Per mole means 1 mole of chlorine atom. Okay. Similarly, samjho, if you take an example of sulfur in a gaseous state, an atom, add electron is added, it converts into what? Sulfur, S minus 1. So here the electron gain enthalpy will be around minus 200 kilojoules per mole. See, getting a negative value. So every time you get a negative value. Okay. And also the electron gain enthalpy, that is delta EGH, is inversely proportional to size. If the size is less, more amount easily electron can be entered into it because of greater effective nuclear charge, and more amount of energy will be released. So smaller size atom can grab the electron, or the electron can easily enter into a smaller size atom as compared to a larger atom. Secondly, nuclear charge. The electron gain enthalpy is directly proportional to the effective nuclear charge. Okay, if the effective nuclear charge is more, the electron can easily enter into an atom and more amount of energy is released, क्योंकि proton से बहुत ज़्यादा attraction आ जाएगा. So बहुत ज़्यादा negative value इसकी release होगी. So greater negative value of delta EGH if the effective nuclear charge is more. Third, with respect to stable configuration, electronic we'll talk about this. Stable electronic configuration. If a particular atom has a stable electronic configuration, for example, I take example of neon. Neon, the atomic number is 10, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, or simply 2,8. Matlab the neon first shell, they have 2 electrons. The second shell, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electron. Matlab its octet is complete. So can I say that neon has a complete octet? This is the neon ka stable form. So here in this case, if an electron wants to enter into a system, there is no space. It's completely filled. Because if you write down the electronic configuration of neon, it becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So second orbit has s and p, which is completely filled. 2p6. So second orbit has s only. Second doesn't have d. Second orbit has s and p orbital. So it is completely filled. पूरा भर चुका है. अब जगह नहीं है अंदर. So now this free electron has to create its own shell. ये free electron को एक अपना एक shell बनाना होगा. So for the shell construction, you require a lot of energy. So here in this case, the delta EGH value, instead of energy release, it is energy absorbed and becomes 116 kilojoules per mole. Matlab it has to use its energy. It has to give its energy. The energy is absorbed for the creation of a shell. तो ये शेल क्रिएट करने के लिए इनकी डेल्टा EGH वैल्यू यूज हो गई। रिलीज क्यों होगी? रिलीज नहीं होगी। रिलीज कब होगी? जब वो एंटर कर गया एक पर्टिकुलर शेल में। यहां तो शेल बनाना है, तो शेल बनाने के लिए you require an energy. So this time the energy is what? Absorbed by the system. Therefore, delta Eg becomes what? Positive for noble gases. So you remember group 18 के लिए ये positive हो जाता है. You have to remember this point. Okay. अब नियॉन का वैल्यू इतना आ रहा है. If you talk about argon, it is around 96 kilojoules per mole. Krypton के लिए 96 है. Then उसके बाद में 77 है for xenon. Radon के लिए it is 68 kilojoules per mole है. तो it is getting positive. Why? Because it requires a creation of shell. ठीक है. So electron gain enthalpy with the stable configuration becomes what? Positive. Remember this point. अच्छा, where else can it be positive? और कहाँ हो सकता है positive? So I'll give you one more exception case where it can be positive. I'll clear this part. Okay, I need this place. First case, it can be positive in case of a noble gas. The second place where it can be positive, where the actually energy is not released, the energy is used up, is when you convert a mono gaseous anion into dianion. For example, I'll give you an example. You take an oxygen, okay, atom in the gaseous state, neutral atom. We add a free electron to it. It converts into O-1 in the gaseous state, and the delta EGH value for this addition of first electron to an oxygen is -141 kilojoules per mole. Okay, energy is released. Simple. But when this O-1, in this O-1, which is already a negative charge, you need to add another free electron. So this time, the negative charge, the extra electron will exert force of repulsion to this free electron. तो इसको एंटर होने देगा नहीं इजीली. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसको अपनी बहुत सारी एनर्जी यूज करनी पड़ेगी to overcome this force of repulsion. So to overcome this force of repulsion, listen to me. The O-1 is actually an anion. It's already an anion. When you added one electron, तो क्या होगा? इस पे नेगेटिव चार्ज होगा. अब एक नेगेटिव चार्ज स्पीशी ऐड कर रहे हो, तो there will be a force of repulsion. So to overcome the force of repulsion and to form O raised to -2, the energy instead of being released, it's absorbed. So that is why the electron gain enthalpy, if this is the first electron gain enthalpy, then the second electron gain enthalpy for oxygen will be plus 780 kilojoules. Why absorb? Why positive? Because here, what is happening here? To overcome the force of repulsion, the electron will use up its energy. Okay, so it will be plus 780 kilojoules. So the two place it becomes positive when you want to convert a mono anion into a dianion, and second case is nothing but group 18 elements. Okay, now let's see the trend from left to right of the periodic table. So very simple to understand about the trend. I'll clear this up. The first point, okay, as you move from top to bottom of the periodic table, as you move, I'll tell you one thing. You remember that electron gain enthalpy delta EGH is directly proportional to effective nuclear charge and inversely proportional to the size. Okay, and this value is always the energy is what? Released. एक्सो. इसके लिए हम लोग नेगेटिव लिखते हैं. सिर्फ दो केसेस में वो पॉजिटिव है. एक तो आपका हो गया स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ नोबल गैसेस, और सेकंड व्हेन यू वांट टू कन्वर्ट अ मोनो एटॉमिक anion into a monoatomic dianion, तो फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन और स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, ये दो रीजन की वजह से वो पॉजिटिव होता है, वरना वो हमेशा एनर्जी रिलीज होता है. दैट्स नेगेटिव. सो स्मॉलर द साइज, ग्रेटर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज रिलीज. ओके, एक तो ये को याद रखना है. सो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस नॉलेज, अच्छा ऑल्सो with respect to this knowledge, we come to a conclusion कि as you move from top to bottom of the periodic table, what happens when you move from top to bottom of the periodic table? The size increases. If the size increases, electron gain enthalpy will decrease inversely proportional, क्योंकि साइज जितना बढ़ेगा उतना कम इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज होगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन को उतना ज्यादा एनर्जी लगेगा एटम में जाने के लिए, तो लेस अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी विल बी रिलीज. मतलब इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, समझो लिथियम, लिथियम में अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करके Li-1 बनाया, तो हियर द इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी ऑफ लिथियम Li-1 is -60 किलो जूल्स पर मोल, वेरी लेस। मेटल है ना वो, उसके लिए नॉन मेटल होता तो बहुत इजीली इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर हो जाता और बहुत इजीली एनर्जी रिलीज हो जाती। अच्छा, फिर इसके बाद में इफ यू टॉक अबाउट सोडियम, इट हैज अ ग्रेटर साइज, यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करोगे Na-, your the delta EGH will be -53 किलो जूल्स पर मोल। ठीक है, लिथियम, सोडियम, पोटेशियम अगर ऐड किया इलेक्ट्रॉन K- बनाने के लिए तो डेल्टा EGH इज -48 किलो जूल्स पर मोल, 53 से 48 ना। उसके बाद में रुबीडियम ऐड किया, इसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करने के लिए टू फॉर्म Rb-1 लाइक K-1, सो डेल्टा EGH for rubidium is -47 kilojoules per mole. And if I talk about cesium, so your cesium will convert into Cs-1, so your delta EGH is equal to -46 kilojoules per mole. So see, as you move down the group, the electron gain enthalpy is decreasing because the atomic size is increasing. तो effective nuclear charge कम हो जाएगा. But what if you move from left to right of the periodic table? ये तो interesting part है, left to right of the periodic table में क्या होगा? तो as you move from left to right of the periodic table, obvious बात है, size decreases, effective nuclear charge increases. If you remember, fluorine is having the highest effective nuclear charge of 7 proton and the least size. So what happens to the electron gain enthalpy? Obviously electron gain enthalpy will increase from left to right, क्योंकि साइज कम हो रहा है और इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो उतना इजीली क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर कर जाएगा। जितना इजीली एंटर किएगा, मैंने बताया था इलेक्ट्रॉन जितना इजीली एंटर करता है उतना ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होता है। ओके, तो मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज रिलीज व्हेन द इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर्स easily. So as you move from left to right of the periodic table, the size decreases, effective nuclear charge increases, so electron can enter into system very easily, so more amount of energy will be released. मतलब if I compare lithium का electron gain enthalpy, so that is I said -60 kilojoules per mole. ओके, उसके साइड में पीरियड 2 में फिर बेरिलियम आता है, दैट इज +240 किलो जूल्स पर मोल। बेरिलियम के बाद में समझो मैंने ऑक्सीजन लिखा, तो ऑक्सीजन इज -414 किलो जूल्स पर मोल। मैं बेरिलियम का एक्सेप्शन केस बता दूंगा, ये तो एक्सेप्शन केस में आ गया, मैंने यहाँ लिख दिया गलती से। क्यों? बेरिलियम हैज अ स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ व्हाट, 1s2 2s2, दैट इज व्हाई कॉन्फ़िगरेशन स्टेबल होने की वजह से इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करने के लिए पॉजिटिव लगता है, लाइक नोबल गैस। सो बेरिलियम निकाल देता हूँ, सी। तो ऑक्सीजन मैं लिख रहा हूँ, कंपेयर कर रहा हूँ ऑक्सीजन से। सो ऑक्सीजन का इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी इज -141 किलो जूल्स। इफ आई टेक अबाउट फ्लोरीन, इट इज -328 किलो जूल्स पर मोल। ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन कितना आ रहा है? ऑक्सीजन इज -141 kilojoules per mole. So see, as you move from left to right of the periodic table, the electron enters easily, and that's the reason electron gain enthalpy increases. Okay, तो ये एक आपने याद रख लिया ट्रेंड। बेरिलियम का मैंने समझा दिया था, लाइक नोबल गैस, स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, तो वो पॉजिटिव होगा। ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पर लिख देता हूँ कि पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी किसकी है। सो इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी इज पॉजिटिव फॉर ग्रुप 18 नोबल गैसेस, बिकॉज यहां पर क्या करना है, शेल क्रिएट करना है, ये एक बात है। फिर उसके बाद में और किसकी पॉजिटिव होती है, व्हेन यू कन्वर्ट अ मोनो एटॉमिक मोनो अनायन इनटू अ डाई अनायन, सो हियर इट इज पॉजिटिव। क्यों? कि रीजन क्या था, टू ओवरकम फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन, तो रिपल्शन ओवरकम करने के लिए ये था। तीसरा, स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में हम लोग बेरिलियम को भी ले सकते हैं। बेरिलियम हैज अ स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ व्हाट, 1s2 2s2, तो मैंने आपको लिख दिया था कि स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लाइक सिमिलर टू नोबल गैस, तो वहां पर इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी क्या हो जाती है, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी पॉजिटिव हो जाती है। इफ यू रिमेंबर दिस, ओके, स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बेरिलियम का मैंने बताया था। एंड लेफ्ट टू राइट जाओगे तो ऑब्वियसली बढ़ेगा। अब मैं आपको थर्ड एक्सेप्शन केस बताने वाला हूँ। We have studied कि as you move from top to bottom of the periodic table, the electron gain enthalpy decreases. But कुछ ग्रुप होते हैं, जैसा ग्रुप 16, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. If I write down their electron gain enthalpy, so as you go down the group, electron gain size of the atom increases, electron gain enthalpy decreases. होना चाहिए. मतलब ऑक्सीजन की अगर मैं इलेक्ट्रॉन की एंथैल्पी लिख रहा हूं तो 141, इसके बाद सबकी कम होना चाहिए. तो देखो पोलोनियम is around 200, then 195, 190, 174. अब यहां पर बराबर देखोगे तो 141, ओके, इज द इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. properly as you go down the group जाओगे from top to bottom, electron gain enthalpy decreases. So see, it is decreasing 200 to 195 to 190 and last में कितना आ रहा है 174. So see, it is clearly it is decreasing. But you know what, oxygen is the smallest among them. तो इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी सी प्रॉपर्ली इन सबसे ज्यादा होना चाहिए. See, it is 141. And we have studied that as you go from top to bottom, the size increases. As the size increases, what happens to the electron gain enthalpy? It will decrease. Size बढ़ेगा, electron easily enter नहीं कर पाएगा, तो electron gain enthalpy कम होना चाहिए. सही है. So देखो बराबर electron gain enthalpy कम होते जा रहा. 200 से 195, 195 to 190, 190 to 174. But oxygen तो सबसे small है. So वो इलेक्ट्रॉन इजीली कैप्चर करना चाहिए. ऑक्सीजन कैप्चर्स द इलेक्ट्रॉन इजीली, मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी शुड बी रिलीज. बट देखा जाए तो ऑक्सीजन की सबसे कम है. क्यों ऐसा? रीजन क्या है? रीजन इज कि ऑक्सीजन इज वेरी स्मॉल एंड ऑक्सीजन का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एटॉमिक नंबर 8 होने से 2,6 है. सो इट हैज 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electron in the outermost shell. Sulfur is 2,8,6. The 2,8,6. 5, 6 free electron. So obviously electron should easily enter into a smaller atom. आपको यही लगेगा, यही होना चाहिए. इसके पहले नाइट्रोजन आता है, नाइट्रोजन से पहले कार्बन आता है, वो सब में यही होता है. तो यहाँ पर सी वैल्यू क्यों कम हो गई? सबसे ज्यादा आनी चाहिए थी, बिकॉज स्मॉलेस्ट इजीली एंटर होगा तो मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड. सो व्हाई? रीजन इज इट इज टू स्मॉल. इट इज सो स्मॉल दैट द 6 electrons the causes overcrowding. And because of this overcrowding, the electrons of the shell will start exerting repulsion on this free electron. तो उसके वजह से ये free electron easily enter नहीं कर पाता और वो easily enter कर जाता है सल्फर में instead of oxygen. Therefore सल्फर से ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होती है as compared to oxygen. तो याद रखना, because of inter-electronic repulsion on free electron, oxygen bears smaller value of electron gain enthalpy as compared to sulfur or selenium. Reason is it is too small, more number of electrons, overcrowding, therefore they repel the free electron. Same thing happens in group 17. तो मतलब अगर मुझे इसमें बनाना है ग्रुप 16 के लिए, तो ग्रुप 16 में हम लोगों को याद रखने का, there is an exception case. What is that exception case? Is that the electron gain enthalpy for group 16, sulfur will be greater than oxygen. To remember this. ऑक्सीजन ज्यादा होना चाहिए था, बस ज्यादा कौन हो रहा है? सल्फर हो रहा है. ओके, why not oxygen? Because of the inter-electronic repulsion, the repulsion of outer electrons of the oxygen to the free electrons. That's the reason. Similarly, अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ ग्रुप 17 की, तो ग्रुप 17 में कौन आते हैं? I'll clear this up. ग्रुप 17 में हो गया फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन, आयोडीन. ओके, वहां पर भी यही प्रॉब्लम देखने को मिल रही है. सी प्रॉपर्ली, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ग्रुप 17, इट इज फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन, आयोडीन. इफ आई फाइंड द इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी, तो सबसे छोटा फ्लोरीन होना है एंड हाईएस्ट इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज है, तो यहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होना चाहिए. बट फ्लोरीन में एनर्जी रिलीज है -328 किलो जूल्स, ये है 349, देखो ज्यादा है, देन 325 एंड लास्ट में आ रहा है 295. तो सी प्रॉपर्ली, आयोडीन इज 295, bromine is 325, chlorine is 349 and it is 328. 328 मतलब आफ्टर क्लोरीन इसका वैल्यू आ रहा है. मतलब अगर मैं बात करूं ग्रुप 17 की इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी की, तो ग्रुप 17 के लिए फर्स्ट आना चाहिए क्लोरीन, देन फ्लोरीन, देन ब्रोमीन एंड देन आयोडीन. So why chlorine? Fluorine is second. Again, fluorine, it is 2,7, two shells. The last shell is the second shell which have 7 electron. Excess of overcrowding. Therefore, जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन आएगा उसको इनर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिपेल कर देंगे, इजीली एंटर करने नहीं देंगे, इसके लिए वो क्लोरीन में चले जाएगा. इसके लिए क्लोरीन हैव अ ग्रेटर वैल्यू. So remember these exception cases for group 16 and group 17. और ग्रुप 18 के लिए तो मैंने बता दिया था कि ग्रुप 18 में वैल्यू पॉजिटिव हो जाएगी because of the stable configuration similar with the beryllium. And also when you add an electron to a monoatomic anion to convert into a monoatomic dianion, same thing happens, it becomes positive. And rest everywhere the energy is released, and if the electron enters into the atom easily, more amount of energy will be released, and if the electron enters into an atom not easily, then less amount of energy is released. Okay guys, so this is all about electron gain enthalpy. I hope you understood the lecture. See you in the next lecture of electronegativity. Till then, take care. Bye.